Ho, ho, ho! Merry Christmas! That's my little piece of Christmas. Actually, I don't have a big tree up this year. I point that way because that's normally where I have it. But I have a little tree in the family room, and it's one of those luminous ones, so the ends of it light up all the time, so it's kind of pretty. And I put some little things around it and some cards around it, so that was fun. And so the family room is kind of decorated, and this one a little bit. And so several things I want to touch on today. One is I had my back go out on Friday, so I did not get my video done Friday, so I'm here today, which is Sunday, because I went to the chiropractor on Saturday. He adjusted me, and I had to relax most of Saturday, and here I am up and running again. Yay for chiropractors. To me, I love them. I know some people don't. And so I wanted to touch base on a few things today. I wanted to touch base on my ups and downs of this holiday season, going into my 5th year. And I wanted to touch base on the words chosen for next year again. One of the other things I do in the morning, and a little tip on one of my pieces of makeup, because somebody, one of my friends asked me in another video if I had found my makeup yet. So I want to touch base on that and some other thoughts. So that's kind of what I'm going to talk about. And so let's get started. First of all, I just want to wish all of you a very, very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. And I know that we're all in different phases during this holiday season. And I will tell you, probably most of you are in the same place, but I've been up and down and all over the place. I will say that this holiday season, and Gar passed February, next February it'll be 5 years. So I guess this is my 4th Christmas without him. And so, I don't know, it feels like yesterday and it feels like 10 years, But when I started out this year, I pulled the decorations out. I got some help pulling them out. And I didn't want to get a tree or anything because they're a lot more expensive right now. And I don't know that I need one because I have that little one set up in the family room that's nice. And so, but for the first time since he passed, I was pleasant about decorating. I was in a good mood. I had Christmas music playing on Alexa, and things were good. And so I felt pretty good. That day and maybe the next day were good. And then, there goes my dog. And then I hit a down, and it wasn't down like previous years, but missing Gar. And I will tell you, he never did anything to help me with decorations or Christmas gifts or anything like that. I did it all. However, just missing his presence. And I'm sure you know what that's like. So it's been an up and down so far. And I did get a gift for my grandchildren, and I'll share that with you on the next video, what I got for them. I'm really excited about it. It didn't cost a lot in money, but it cost everything in my love and my passion for them and walking with Christ. So I'll tell you about that on the next video. And so I wanted to talk about the words again, and I'm just want to go over it. I really want to encourage you guys to pick a word of the year and go on Google and find a bunch of words, and then go into prayer and find out what word will work for you. And really, for the last 3 years, they have really guided me. I just say them every day, and I visualize it, and I pick a verse in the Bible to go with it. So I just want to touch on those real quick. My word for 2022 was wisdom. And the definition of that for me was understanding, knowledge, and insight. And my Bible verse for that was Psalms 8:1. and then the entire chapter, because that entire chapter is full of wisdom, ideas, information, tips, and to help us in our wisdom, in our walk with the Lord. And so that was 2022. And then 2023, my word was abundance. And know that I look up a bunch of words, and then I prayerfully go over them and look for meanings on them and find one that fits. However, sometimes a word just comes to me and it just feels right. And so there's that too. You don't have to do a lot of research. Sometimes one comes, but if a word comes to you, you have to have reasons behind it. You have to have, like for 2023, my word was abundance. And to me, that was bounty and overflow. And my verse was Psalms 65:11. And so I will say the word and the meaning and read the Bible verse that goes with it every morning in my morning readings. And then in 2024, my word was breakthrough. And for that, describing breakthrough for me was provisions, suddenly, immediate, and instant. And my Bible verse for that one was 1 Chronicles 14:11. And so those were just my words that I wanted to share with you again. And then the second thing that I do every morning is I have my Jesus Calling book, and you can see it's kind of worn. But I've learned that there are many Jesus Calling books. This one is called Enjoying Peace in His Presence. This is by Sarah Young, and she passed away this last year of a health issue that I guess had been plaguing her for a long time. And so we will miss her writings because she's really good. And so I have a marker in it, and I usually have a Bible marker in it as well, but I didn't have one today. And so I'll go to each day, and for today, I'm sure many of you have this, but December 17th, and I will read that every morning, and then they have Bible references at the bottom. And so I can go back and see that the Bible references confer with what she has written here. And there's others that say Jesus Calling, but the description in the front is different. And so make sure you get one that's one that you want, or maybe it's just one that calls your name, you know. So the other thing I wanted to talk about was makeup. And the one thing that I have found with my daughter and I both searching, because I haven't been happy with my skin foundation for over a year. And so just the color that I put on my face, and it's not just the color, but it was dealing with older skin. And I just never felt good in anything I had on. And so I have one, and I'm in love with it. And I want to share it with you. First of all, it was like $15. And I got it at Ulta. You can probably get it at any makeup store, but I got it at Ulta. In case you don't have those in your area, just look for a makeup store. Maybe even the drugstore, I don't know. It's a L'Oreal foundation, and it's called True Match, True Match. You can see that. And the color that I chose is N as in Nancy 4. And it's a neutral, light medium. They have like, I don't know, 20 shades at least. So you can find your shade. And most stores, if you choose a wrong color, you can usually take it back and pick another color. Now we had to switch 3 times. One was too light, one was too dark, you know, kind of like the Goldilocks thing. And so this one was just right. It was absolutely perfect. And I am so happy with it. It matches my skin. I'm very pleased with it. So I want to tell you how I use that one. Excuse me for dropping my glasses. Sorry. the application of it's a little different. So what I do is I squirt out, I shake it out, and I squirt out one full squirt on my hand, pat my hands together, and then I pat it on my face and my neck and a little bit down here. I just pat it on. So it's kind of like splotchy all over the face. Then I go back. This is odd compared to how you apply most makeup. And I will tell you that I watched a video on this, and this woman just swore by this makeup. It was for older skin, and it didn't, settle in your creases and so on. And so she's right in all of it. And so I did what she taught to do. And so I patted it on all over with my hands, and then I took my hands and I start up here because I don't want it to settle down here. So I started up here and I rubbed it in lightly, and then I came down and I rubbed under my eyes on each side and then down here. And then I take what's left and I do just a little bit down here. Then I wash my hands, and then I go back and I take a sponge, one a little bigger than this, but I wanted to show you a clean one, and mine's got makeup on it. So I take a sponge and I just kind of blot it. Don't rub it because you'll take the makeup off, but just kind of blot it. Take any excess off. That's all you want to do is take the excess off. And then I let it settle and dry while I'm putting my eyeshadow on. And then I go back and put my blush and stuff on. So I love this stuff. Again, it's L'Oreal True Match. If you can see that. I absolutely love it. My color is N4, which is a neutral light medium. And you'll have to find the color but try it and give it, a week of trying it before you really decide. I have a friend that always said that you always have to try something 10 times before you decide if it's right or if it's going to work for you before you make up your mind. Don't just do it once or twice. Give it 10 actual tries to decide. And so that's what I did with this, which is why I waited to come on here to tell you about it. And so I love it, very excited about it. And so those were my three things, and I shared with you my thoughts on my my Christmas feelings and emotions. And they can be up and down and all over the place. And I want to encourage you to don't stifle the feelings. I mean, that's the most important. We don't want to sit in a hole and grieve with nothing out there in life. But we also don't want to shut our feelings down, which some people can do. So I encourage you to let them flow, let them come, and let them pass. And we all have our own time frame for how long it takes something to pass. And for me, typically, it's 2 to 3 days. Now, this time, my feelings and my emotions of sadness really only lasted about 24, 36 hours. So it wasn't the full 2 to 3 days that it normally takes me. Now, you all know when I first started, I was kind of in that hole that I'm saying not to be in it. But so many of us have been here a while now, and so I hope that we're getting better. And those of you that are newer, I hate to use the word better when I say it gets better. It gets easier. It gets easier. So keep on keeping on. Have a Merry, Merry Christmas. Enjoy your family and friends, near or far. Enjoy them. Enjoy your time. And if no one else tells you today, remember, I love you. Have an awesome day and Merry Christmas. Bye for now. Have a good one.